It's a me, Mario. Hi, I'm Jack, and welcome back, because today I'm going to give you guys my review for the newest movie from Illumination Studios, and they partnered with Nintendo as Nintendo helped release their first movie in decades that I had the chance to go see recently, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It is directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic and has a big cast, and let me know down below in the comment section what's your opinion on this movie. I'd love to know that down below, and with that said, let's get started. The movie follows Mario and Luigi as they both end up in the world of the Mushroom Kingdom, and both of them get separated, with one of them getting captured by Bowser, and Mario teams up with Princess Peach and Toad as they team up with allies from all across the world as they square off against Bowser. I was curious about this movie for a while. I'm not the biggest Illumination fan. I do love the first Despicable Me and the recent Minions: The Rise of Gru last summer, but as a whole, I'm not really a big Illumination fan. I don't find the movies to be something that's entirely up my alley. But I love Mario, and I love those characters, and the voice cast assembled is not what I expected, but I was all interested in seeing what was in store for it. And I was really liking the trailers, the animation, how it brings Mario to life. It definitely had me even more optimistic to go see this movie, and because I love the games and the world of Mario ever since I was a little kid, I was really intrigued to go see this movie in theaters. So now that I had the chance to go see the Super Mario Bros. Movie, I really liked it. It's everything you'd hope to see in a Mario movie. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's funny, and it brings these characters to life marvelously. To kick things off with the positives, the animation is fabulous. Just from the character designs of Mario, Donkey Kong, Bowser, Princess Peach, the Toads, and just the Koopas, and how it brings this whole world to life, both Mushroom Kingdom, Bowser's territory, and so as just the real world for Mario and Luigi. It's marvelous. This is one of my favorite movies to come out of Illumination in a while, and it's just so cool how they really focused a lot on the Mario side of the lore in this movie with Mushroom Kingdom, and so as just bringing the characters to life. It's fantastic how it is done. It's a very gorgeously animated movie from beginning to end, and it is up there with some of the best animated movies in recent years for me, where just as someone that loves Mario, I loved how Illumination really puts passion and heart into this movie, because they knew we need to get this one right for Mario, and they really succeeded at this. It's beautifully animated. The score by Brian Tyler is excellent. The way it utilizes the iconic themes from the Mario games and how it weaves into the scenes that are taking place and just the themes for these characters. Very cool. It gives you goosebumps and nostalgia in the right ways. And as someone that's loved Mario ever since I was a little kid, I felt like I was on cloud 9 watching these scenes with these scores, with how they're utilized. And you know the classic Mario themes in different points when you hear them. And it's used at the right time, the right moment. They're composed so well. And this is just up there with some of the best scores for an animated movie, where even the original tracks work well. And the song from Jack Black's Bowser is fantastic. But the Marioisms and the score that Brian Tyler composed for this movie, it's on point. I absolutely loved this whole track, and I just really appreciated how it utilizes doing some original things while also using a lot of the classic Mario themes we expect from the world of the Super Mario Brothers from beginning to end. One of the most controversial aspects about the movie was the voice cast when that was first announced, with Chris Pratt as Mario and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong and Charlie Day as Luigi, and I am happy to say the voice cast was very good in this movie.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
Everyone gave so much flack to Chris Pratt as Mario for the trailers and thinking like, oh, he's not going to work well as Mario. And I don't know what they're talking about, because when I saw the whole movie, I did not watch this movie thinking, oh, that's just Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt. It actually feels like he was voicing Mario in this movie, and I was really happy because I love Chris Pratt and I like him as an actor, but I also love his personality and his vibrant style of comedy. And so even though he's playing Mario, I still like that he really does deliver as playing Mario. He doesn't have the Italian accent that we're used to in the games and whatnot, but I really liked him a lot here. And Jack Black as Bowser is one of the standouts here. He truly delivered his A game as Bowser. He's menacing, ferocious, not someone you'd want to mess with. And once again, I love Jack Black. And when I was watching this movie, I was surprised that's him because it really feels like he disappeared within the role of Bowser. And Charlie Day's Luigi is not in it as much, but he's funny. I love Charlie Day, and I love the character Luigi. They're a very good mix with each other. Anya Taylor-Joy, one of my favorite actresses right now, and I really like her as Peach and her scenes with Mario and Toad throughout the movie, and even just handling the character of Peach, I'm actually a big fan of. They really did something different with her character than what we usually expect from the games, where usually she's the one that needs to be rescued from Bowser, but she's very good here, and Keegan-Michael Key is funny as Toad, and Seth Rogen, highlight as Donkey Kong, the iconic Seth Rogen laugh.
There's no question.
And his mannerisms are on display here, but it works in the character's favor, and I really liked him a lot as Donkey Kong. The rest of the supporting cast is very good too, and I was really happy to see that the voice cast for a majority of the time were very good voicing the iconic characters from the world of the Super Mario Brothers. From a filmmaking standpoint and animation standpoint, there's a really unique utilization of the filmmaking and the camera work, and there is a point where they're on the Rainbow Road and how the camera feels like a one-take at points. It is really epic how they pull that off here. There's really dynamic and vibrant filmmaking usages for this movie that really stood out to me, and it's really well crafted on that front. The action sequences themselves, especially in the third act, epic. They really bring that Super Mario Brothers love to a whole other level with the action, with the power-ups, the themes, and the characters' moves, and even just the context of what's taking place. Very epic. I loved the action side of this movie. It's a whole lot of fun. They really took notes on how to make good action sequences for a Mario movie in animation, and I'm very happy that this movie ended up being what it is. And so as the fact that if you're somebody that loves the Super Mario Brothers, you are going to have a great time with this movie. It's made for Mario fans. The nostalgia is used in the right places rather than being the main factor that drives this movie to being what it is. And the callbacks, the references, even the little end credit scene at the end, it's a love letter to Mario, and this is surprising to see that a movie that was so controversial back when it was first announced end up being as great as it is. My biggest issue with the movie is the licensed music, and that is one of my peeves in movies. If I hear music and it's used in scenes that do not need a song like that, that's going to get to me, and Illumination has always had that problem with me with some of their movies over the last couple of years. This movie, once again, had that problem where they play like rock music and AC/DC at points, and it's just like, it doesn't feel like it's matching the scene or the tone it's supposed to give out. And so I'm sitting there with a scene that's good, the ideas are good, but they use a lot of songs that just don't feel like they're placed in the right area in the movie, nor does it feel like this is the movie that warrants the song choices that are listed, besides some of the more popular songs they keep putting in here. So I love the songs, but if the songs do not fit the scene of the movie, which happens quite a few times in here, then that's something that's going to kind of hold the movie back, at least for me. And adding to that, another issue I have with this movie is that it was just too short. It did all the things it needed to. It's a movie that the story is simple, and there's nothing wrong with that. It does a good job of what it's trying to do. But I would like more in this movie. It does feel like we went by things way too fast to the point where I was surprised we went from the second act all the way to the climax. And I wanted more of it to explore Mushroom Kingdom, explore this world and the destinations these characters go to over the course of the story. And so is the fact that when it ends, it was a satisfying resolution, but it did leave me wanting to see more of these characters and more of the world that they're in. And so that kind of stuck out to me. And I'm hoping that in a sequel, which it will be getting, no doubt about that, that's a longer movie because I want to get more time exploring this world. And I think that the runtime prohibited it from doing a little bit more with what it could do. Overall, I had a blast with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It is entertaining. The comedy really worked for me. It's beautifully animated. The voice cast is very good here, and it does all the things I was hoping it would do for a Mario movie, and it brought everything to life so well. And this is one of my favorite movies to come out of Illumination in a while, and I cannot wait to see more of what they do with this universe because it's doing so well, and I really want to see what they do next with it because I really had a blast with the Mario Brothers movie. So in the end, I'm going to give the Super Mario Brothers movie a B+. It's nice to see that this movie really paid off for me as someone that was curious about how Illumination and Nintendo were going to make another movie about the Super Mario Brothers, despite it now being an animation, and they pulled it off so well. I really can't wait to see what they do with it in a sequel or how far they want to go with this movie and the world of it. I am really excited and optimistic to see what they do next with it. And stay tuned for the end credits scene because if you're someone who loves Mario and a certain Mario character, you will love it. I'm really excited to see where things go from here. So yeah, that's my movie review for the Super Mario Brothers movie. What are your thoughts on the movie? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Stay tuned for some upcoming videos I have planned very soon. I'm going to have a review for The Last of Us Season 1 at some point, and so as Air. So let me know down below in the comments your thoughts on the movie, and stay tuned for some upcoming videos I have planned very soon. And don't forget to follow me on social media. My username is down below at the bottom of the screen and in the description below. So please go do that while you're at it. And thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button. And stay tuned for more. Wahoo!